All right, today we are diving into what might just be the next giant leap in artificial intelligence, Google's Gemini. And this isn't just another update or a minor tweak. Google is claiming this is a fundamental shift in how AI is even built. So, let's see what that really means.
So what's the big deal? What makes Gemini so different? Well, instead of just telling you, I'm going to show you. Think of this next bit like a magic trick, one that reveals a completely new level of AI understanding. Okay, so check this out. On the left, you've got a student's handwritten physics homework. On the right, Gemini's response. Now, it doesn't just read the messy handwriting, it actually understands the physics problem. It pinpoints the exact mistake the student made. See, they used the slope's length instead of its height, and then it calmly explains the correct way to solve it. This isn't just crunching text. This is an AI that can reason across different kinds of information. It's called multimodal reasoning, and trust me, it's a huge deal. Pretty incredible, right? So now that you've seen the trick, let's pull back the curtain and find out what's really going on here. This amazing capability comes from a whole new family of AI models called Gemini.
See, Gemini isn't some one-size-fits-all thing. Nope, it comes in 3 distinct flavors. You've got Gemini Ultra, which is the absolute powerhouse, the top-tier version for tackling insanely complex tasks. Then there's Pro, a super versatile, high-performing model that's really built to scale. And finally, you have Nano, a lean, efficient model designed to run right on your phone. Each one is perfectly tailored for a specific job.
Now, here's the real secret sauce. Gemini is natively multimodal. What on earth does that mean? Well, think of it this way. Most older AI models were trained on just one thing, like text. Then other senses, like vision, were kind of bolted on later, like only knowing one language and needing a translator for everything else. Gemini, on the other hand, was trained on text, images, audio, and video all at the same time, right from the very beginning. It was born fluent in all of them.
And you can kind of see what I mean right here. All these different types of information, text, sounds, pictures, they aren't handled in separate boxes. They all flow together into the AI's core brain, which is called a transformer, as one single, unified stream of information. This integrated approach is exactly what lets it do that sophisticated reasoning we saw with the physics problem. It's all connected.
Okay, so the theory sounds amazing, but how does it actually perform? When the rubber meets the road. Google put Gemini up against the industry's toughest tests, and the results are, well, let's just let the numbers do the talking. Get this. Across 32 of the standard academic benchmarks, these are tests that cover everything from text and reasoning to image and video understanding, Gemini Ultra didn't just do well. It set a new state-of-the-art record on 30 of them. To dominate on that kind of scale is, well, it's pretty much unheard of. But maybe the most impressive, the most jaw-dropping result came from something called the MMLU exam. It stands for Massive Multitask Language Understanding, and it is an absolute beast of a test. It covers 57 different subjects. We're talking math, physics, history, law, you name it. On this monster of a test, Gemini Ultra scored a 90.0%. And look, that 90% score isn't just a high number. According to the people who created the test, it officially crosses the threshold for human expert performance. This is the very first time any AI model has hit that level. It's a massive, massive milestone in the field. Benchmark scores are one thing, but seeing this power in action, that's something else entirely. So let's take a look at a few examples of what this native multimodality can actually do. This just shows an incredible fusion of skills. A user gives Gemini an image of a chart and just asks it to rearrange the plots. To pull this off, Gemini has to literally see the chart, reason about the math functions behind it, understand the plain English instructions, and then boom, write the Python code to make it all happen. Vision, reasoning, and coding all wrapped up in one step. But it's not all just about heavy logic and code, which is what's so cool. Here, Gemini is shown some green and pink yarn and is just asked for some creative ideas. It comes back with things like, how about an avocado with a pink seed or a green bunny with pink ears? And then it just generates the images to match. This shows off a kind of visual creativity, this abstract connection making that feels incredibly human. Okay, now let's see how it works over time, in an actual conversation. A user shows the model a picture of some eggs and veggies and verbally asks, what's the first step to make a veggie omelet with these? Simple enough, right? The model sees the ingredients, hears the question, and correctly replies,
crack the eggs into a bowl and whisk them.
A few minutes go by. The user follows up with a new picture of the omelet sizzling in the pan, asking, "Does it look ready now?" Gemini analyzes this new visual info, but it does it in the context of the conversation they're already having, and it advises, "It looks like it's almost ready. You can flip it over to cook the other side."
And finally, after a little more time on the heat, the user shows a third picture and asks, "What about now?" Having seen the whole progression, Gemini looks at the browning, the texture, and confirms, "It looks ready now. You can take it off the heat." It's a continuous, interactive back and forth using both sight and sound. Just amazing. So, these capabilities are obviously incredibly powerful, but building something this advanced requires more than just massive technical resources. It also demands a deep, deep commitment to safety and responsibility. And let's be crystal clear, building a model like Gemini is a monumental task. We're talking about thousands of Google's custom-built chips, their tensor processing units, or TPUs, designed specifically for AI, all running in parallel across enormous data centers. This is really the culmination of over a decade of research into building AI at an unbelievable scale.
And with that kind of power comes enormous responsibility. So Google has this very structured safety approach built around this 5-step process. They start by assessing all the potential risks. They create clear policies to govern how the model should behave. They rigorously evaluate its performance against those policies, build in ways to lessen any harms they find, and only then do they move to deploy it safely.
Gemini really feels like a fundamental step towards an AI that perceives the world much more like we do. And that leaves all of us with a pretty critical question to ponder. When an AI can truly see, hear, and understand our world, what new possibilities, what new discoveries will it help us see?